jeshi la mzee, chinkororo, mongeke, and all this kind of language in political contestations. But this time around, we're witnessing something different. It has become more rampant. It's a trend that is growing. And concerns have been raised about what will happen if we continue in this with this trajectory. But I'm now more concerned about what it means to the female aspirants and candidates as we approach the next elections. Do you find the necessity? Beatrice, I'm not certain if you're an aspirant or an aspirant.
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay, good. Have you ever found the necessity to walk around with a group of people for your own security?
Thank you very much. Yes, I'm an aspirant in Kisauni, which is a constituency, actually the largest constituency in terms of voter population in Mombasa County. And I'm vying the position of the Member of National Assembly. The incumbent is a male MP. And actually, I tried it in the last election in 2022. I was the only female candidate on the ballot. And it appears it's going to be the same in 2027. And the story that you read of that female aspirant is actually from Kwale County. Is somebody I know personally. She's a young girl. In fact, 2 months ago, she hosted me for lunch at her place. And we had several leaders from Kwale. And when I heard of this, what happened to her, I was really, really heartbroken. Because this is like a girl that I'm mentoring, a girl that looks up to me in terms of political direction. Now, I'm at a place where I have to really talk to her and tell her it's going to be okay. Yet I'm a candidate myself, and I don't know how it's going to be for me. So we as female aspirants are in a very unprecedented place, you know, in this country. Because the other day somebody told me, Beatrice, this is 300 and around 50 days to the elections, and this is happening. So what happens in December? So when somebody asks you that question, you wonder, you know, because I was in a meeting like 3 months ago, and I had been called by the residents of that place. And one of the aspirants, okay, who is also aspiring for that seat, a male aspirant, was also called for that particular meeting. And at one point, he charged towards me, you know, and really like angry, like I'm coming for you, you know. I mean, he charged at me. And I was like, I mean, why are you doing this? You know, if you have something to say, use your words, not your hands or your legs or your head, you know. I mean, head as in physically, not the intellect. And I mean, I experienced that myself. So I'm at a place where I'm saying, yes, I'm doing this. And yes, I'm doing this because I believe I carry the vision that the Kisauni people badly need. The change that the Kisauni people badly need in terms of, I mean, all the sectors, education, health, name it. But again, there's all this, you know, goonism that is going around. And I mean, your question, if I feel sometimes, yes,
that
you know,
you need to walk around,
but not like goons, like holding clubs and whatever, you know, to attack somebody. But I just ask, you know, I call my people before I go to a place and ask kuko vipi huko. But that does not mean that it will stop me from going there, you know. But I'm like, okay, nije sasa kumetulia, you know. I mean, those are some of the questions that we ask ourselves. So I'm just wondering, and I'm asking this to President Ruto, you know, what are the interventions? And are we going to procrastinate interventions and plugins to make sure that it is okay for us to move around and it is safe for us to move around, where people don't have to tell us that ikifika saa 10 wewe ni mwanamke wewe usharudi nyumbani. You understand? Because wewe ni mwanamke, you know, sometimes I choose to just drive myself to meetings and people told me, unkuja peke yako. You know, that should not be a question. You understand?
Madam Beatrice, you've had experience in Nairobi and the city